Hello, and welcome to the Medical College of Wisconsin Internal Medicine Pediatrics Residency Program. We are thrilled that you're joining us today via video to learn a few of the highlights of our residency program. I'm a little biased, but I absolutely love it here. We have an outstanding medical center, a freestanding children's hospital. We excel in academics, research, clinical care, and most important, I guess the highlight that I absolutely love is the residents. That is the strength of our program. So I'm going to turn it over to the residents.
One of the things that I really love about our program is how supported I feel as a resident, and I know my co-residents feel as well. Not only from my co-residents in the Med-Peds program or on the Peds side or the medicine side, but also from our leadership and our staff. They're always willing to stick up for you, they're always willing to offer a helping hand, and it's in residency, when things can get really stressful, it's just nice to know that you've got a really great support system to rely on, and that's something that we definitely have here at MCW.
Just feeling comfortable speaking what was on my mind, having them be sincere with everything they said. And then on top of it, just the training facilities, touring the hospitals, seeing the space where we actually take care of patients was important for me too.
So I think the tone of the culture is set by our leadership. Dr. Toth is sort of like our mom. She really looks out for all of us. She's a very strong leader. She's a very strong advocate for us. And we never feel like our voices aren't heard with her at the helm. Dr. Malcolm is right there at the hip with her. Different guy, totally different personality, but just as accommodating, just as supportive, just as willing to help as Dr. Toth is.
The leadership of the residency program is fantastic, incredibly supportive. People really care about you. It's a great collegial environment for learning.
When people ask me about the program and they ask me about something that I think is unique, I think it's the same thing as saying what I'm most proud of about the program. And having been a member of this Med-Peds family for over 14 years now, it's that we have a culture that really cares about everybody in our group, everybody in our Med-Peds family, both at work and outside of work. There's somebody always there to pick you up if you're having a down day, and then you get to return the favor by picking them up when they're having a down day.
And I think when I went around and interviewed at different residency programs, I realized what we had here. And I don't think, when you go to medical school in a place, you don't always realize what's in your backyard until you start looking in different places and you realize the quality of the people, the quality of the education, the variety that we have available to us, just the hospitals, the strength of the categorical programs, which is really important to a strong Med-Peds program. So those are the types of things that really kept me here.
I think our residency program is big enough that we are well known throughout both the categorical medicine and pediatric sides, both at Children's Wisconsin and at Freighter at the VA in St. Joe's. But we're small enough that we as program leadership can take that extra time with you in your semi-annual reviews or anytime you need us.
It's really helpful when you're trying to form a career to have that flexibility from our leadership. Additionally, I feel like we have a lot of autonomy. We're not being micromanaged. There's not someone that's always over our shoulder, but at the same time, if we do need a safety net, we know that it's there.
One of my favorite things about being an associate program director, being a mentor, is getting to know my residents. And some of them come in knowing exactly what they want to do, whether that's subspecialty care, primary care, or hospitalist. And I really enjoy their journey because some of them stay laser focused on their subspecialty. We have many opportunities for subspecialty mentorship, especially with combined subspecialists, cardiology, oncology, etc. But some of them really change. So some come in wanting to do primary care and end up doing subspecialty. Some come in wanting to do subspecialty and they end up doing hospitalist or primary care. It's a really fun part of my job to support them through that journey, but let them figure it out on their own without any bias or pressure from me. Because I would love for everybody to do primary care, but I know that that's not realistic.
In our program, we're given a lot of flexibility, and that's with regard to scheduling, with regard to how we want to make our residency look, if we want more research time, more outpatient time, more time with subspecialties.
I think the medical center here is unique in regards to where it's located in the city. It's centrally located in Milwaukee, so that means that you're going to be right at the center of the intersection between inner city populations, just regular community populations, and also rural populations.
Because Milwaukee is such a big area with a big population, you get all of the bread and butter things you'll see. You'll see bronchiolitis, you'll see pneumonia, you'll see sepsis in all ages. And then amongst that though, you'll have to pick out the more unique cases that come here just because we're a bigger referral center.
And then you also see the sort of zebra cases that you learn about in med school that you will probably only see once or twice in your career, but you're more likely to be exposed to it here in residency too.
One of the wonderful things about Peds is that babies and people who are senior citizens both have a lot of time, so they can typically come when the resident is in clinic. Sometimes it actually hurts my feelings because I'll knock on the door on a day that the resident is on vacation or post-call, and the patient will say to me, "Where's Dr. So-and-so?" meaning my resident. And it kind of hurts my feelings, but I go on with my day.
So I'm originally from the Milwaukee area, so I might be a little biased, but one of the benefits of living here is really the commute times are pretty minimal, so you're not going to be spending a lot of time getting to and from the hospitals. The area around the hospitals is really a safe area, and Milwaukee has all of the amenities of a big city without a lot of the issues with a big city, like commute times.
We've got the beautiful Lake Michigan that you can go to. There's lots of beaches. You can play things like beach volleyball right next to the lake. It's really fun. It's really beautiful. We have a number of hiking trails and bike routes. We've got a number of festivals ranging from cultural festivals like Italian Fest. This summer we also have Summerfest, which is a 2-week outdoor summer series. There's lots of big and little bands that come and play. It's really fun. It draws a big crowd.
So I love Milwaukee. I didn't know anything about Milwaukee before I came here. It's a 15-minute drive between big city stuff and small city stuff. What I mean by that is, you get a lot of the social aspects of the big city, especially along the lakefront. I do like the sort of performance art scene here as well. My wife and I do like to go to ballets on occasion when we can carve out the time. So we have everything that we want here.
We have the big city environment with plays, musicals, operas, every major sports team. But you can also, within 20 minutes, be out in nature on a hiking trail where you might not get great cell phone signal, which is great when you're a doctor sometimes.
I feel like I have a lot of close, lifelong friendships that I've developed here. It just feels like home.
Our contact information is on the website, so don't hesitate to send us an email. Going from 3rd year to 4th year med student is a big transition, and then going from 4th year med student to intern is a big transition. I look forward to the opportunity to potentially be a part of you becoming the doctor that you want to be.